guys, it is Death Reaper from The Reapers, and today it is going to be the second album, and I'm very tired, so if I stutter, I stutter. This is the last take that I'm doing for this video. I've tried doing this 3 times, and I've just given up on every single one of them. I'm not going to go from song 1 all the way to song 35. I'm just going to go from what I was at in recordings, which was song 14 out of 35. So I just start from 14. But I didn't do 35 songs. I ended up doing 21 songs. But if you guys like this video, will obviously like it, and if you're new here, hi, I've said who I am, just subscribe. Right, let's go. These next 5 songs, which is actually song 17, not song 14, they're all one story, like a book, one chapter after another, but they had to be separate songs because one, the video would be too long, and I would probably have been out of breath by the time I got to this song if I started it from number 1. But here we are. The first song is called, well, first chapter, it's called Labyrinth of Lies. It was dusk on the pier, fog kissing the waves, and I saw a figure in a trench coat half hidden in haze. He said, "Kid, you looking for the truth? I got the keys, but the cost of your sanity, nothing here is free." I laughed. "Man, I've seen it all, spare me the myth." He handed me a locket. He said it's all in this. Inside was a photo of my face, but aged, a cryptic note beneath it, the words ablaze. "You'll betray the ones who you love if you follow this path, but the answers you crave are carved in the past." I froze. The locket felt heavy as guilt. Like the truth was a house where my lies were built. Caught in a labyrinth, walls whisper and creak. Every turn is a lesson, every shadow's critique. I'm chasing answers, but they're leading me blind. In the maze of my mind, on a guilt I find. The streets turn to mirror reflections misaligned. Each face was familiar, but distorted in time, as my father saw a shadow of me, each whispering secrets that I wasn't meant to see. One said, remember when you left me to burn? The ash in your chest is a lesson unlearned. Another said, the crown on your head is fake, but you wear it like a martyr. It's your choice to break. I reached for the figure, he shattered like glass. The shards became steps as I climbed through my past. Each step was a moment I swore to forget, but the higher I climbed, the deeper I was in debt. The twist, well, the labyrinth wasn't built to escape. It's a spiral of choices that sealed your fate. As I reached the center, a mirror stood tall, but my face wasn't mine. It was his after all. Caught in a labyrinth, the walls whisper and creak. Every turn is a lesson, every shadow's critique. I'm chasing answers, but they're leading me blind in a maze of my mind. Only guilt I find. The locket unlatched and the world fell away. I'm back on the pier, but it's no longer the day. The man in the trench coat turns with a grin. He says, "Welcome back. Shall we begin?" This is now the second song. It is now the second chapter. It is now called The Heist of Time. They said, "The clock is broken. Time doesn't move right. It skips through the darkness, erases the light. I met a woman named Phoenix. Clock clock tattooed on her wrist. She said I can fix it, but there's a twist. We broke into the tower where time stood still. Every second a secret, every gear was a thrill. She turned to me, eyes blazing with fire. She said, This isn't just a heist, it's a funeral pyre. Her brother was the keeper. She blamed him for loss. He stole years from my life. Now he'll pay the cost. But as we reached to the car, I froze at the sight. Her brother was me, trapped in eternal night. We're robbing time, stealing fate from the gears. But every tick echoes my greatest fears. Caught in a loop where the truth rewinds, and the thief and the victim of the clock's design. Phoenix screamed, It's you. How can this be? I stammered, I don't know. What did you see? She held up a shard of time's fractured glass. Each reflection is a version of my shadowed past. One life I saved her, but doomed her to. Another I betrayed her for power's pursuit. Every choice I'd make, every bridge I burned, had carved this cycle where the clock still turned. Then the clock spoke. It whispered my name. Each tick was a sentence, each talk was my blame. Fix the clock, Phoenix yelled, wrench in her grip. But as I reached for the car, my soul started to split. The twist? Well, time itself was never real. The tower was a prison, the gears conceal, and Phoenix wasn't Phoenix, she was a fragment of me, a voice from the past that I refused to see. This is now chapter 3, and it is now called Reflections of Ash. 1 second, guys. I'm back in the labyrinth, can't tell if it's real. Walls shift like shadows, foundations conceal. Every door's a memory, every room's a secret. Each one a reflection of my life's silhouette. In one I see Phoenix, hands bloody and bruised, screaming, the time you stole, the years you abused. In another I'm the keeper, her face in my grasp. I can't tell which version's true, only fractured glass. I reach for a hand, it's ash in my grip. Crumbles like dust as the floorboards split. Her voice fills the hall, echoing loud. Wherever you run, your sins are your shroud. Caught in the hall of mirrors, my shadow's my judge. Reflections turn twisted, memories smudge. I'm chasing the ghosts, but they're leading me blind. Every step's a confession from the guilt in my mind. Through the cracks in the floor, I glimpse a room below. A version of myself. In a world I don't know, I'm dressed like the man with the trench coat grin, handing a locket to a stranger, telling him to begin. He looks like me, but younger and lost, wide eyes full of thunder. Unaware of the cost, I scream, don't trust him, but you can't hear, he's trapped in my past. A prisoner of fear, a locket snaps shut, and the world goes black. I fall through the cracks, and I'm pulled back, now staring at myself as I'm splitting in two. One half in a maze and one lost in the view, caught in the hall of the mirrors. My shadow's my judge. Reflections turn twisted, memories smudge. I'm chasing the ghost, but I'm leading me blind. Every step's a confession from the guilt in my mind. The twist, though there's no end, only layers of lies. I'm lost in the ashes. The past redefines. The locket reopens. A face stares black. It's not me. It's Phoenix. Eyes fading to black. This is chapter 4, the second to final chapter, The Pendulum's Sway. I'm back at a tower where the pendulum swings. Each arc is a heartbeat, a hymn that sings. Phoenix appears, tattooed, cracked and torn, says, you're the thief of time's scorn. She holds out a wrist, she says, do you recognise this? The clock tattoo's fractured. Every number a miss. I reach to touch it, but she fades like a sigh, leaving only the pendulum's lullaby. I follow its rhythm, lost in the beat. Each tick pulls me closer, entranced by defeat. Every swing of the pendulum